Right. How's it going, everyone? We're going to be making some Minecraft tutorials. What I'm going to be doing is basically we do the live stream. I'll build the contraptions and we'll see if we can kind of squash them down into an easier, less resourceful kind of thing. So we're going to make iron. Someone asked on the channel that they need an iron farm done. I made one ages ago. I made a short about it, but it was using quite expensive materials. And if you've got a load of brass and stuff like that, then technically you'd have a load of iron. So we'll try and do it as cheap as possible. I'm going to mill. Pumpkin milkshake, yeah. So we've got our we need drill. So we've got our water. We don't really need that block. We've got our andesite funnels. Got our shafts. We've got our belts. We've got a water wheel. We've got water already. And our chests don't need hoppers, I don't think. We'll get rid of them. That's my world edit tool. So I think what we should do is build from the ground up. I want to try and make it as efficient as possible, because to get iron you only get 12% chance from gravel. I want to try and make it as efficient as possible. So what we're going to need to do, we might need one brass thingy because we need a filter, but that's not too expensive. See, I guess we just really need to get on with it. We need to make a lava kind of thing. A cobblestone generator, I guess, but I'm going to try and build backwards from it. So if we start like from here, oh, I need a wrench as well, don't I? Like that. We're gonna need, I don't know how to turn them off, it's so annoying. Gonna need something like that. Then on there we're gonna need one of these and one of them. Gonna have to put andesite funnels on there for it to come out. And then on top of that we're gonna need some stairs. Just gonna use like smooth stone stuff. It's just easier that way, isn't it? And I'm gonna need the stairs to go. We could have it low here. I don't know how it is gonna affect the way the cobblestone kind of, because these are so slow for cobblestone. We'll see. We're gonna need that there. Actually, what I'll do is I'll use glass just so everyone can see what's going on. Probably make more sense if we use glass for the outside bits. Like that. We don't need those in there. And we need that there. So we'll waterlog this. And then come up one more, cover that one. We'll put lava there. So that's our cobblestone generator basically done. We'll stick that on there. And then we're going to need one for, so we need one for gravel. We could do, like everything here you can basically do a few of if you wanted to. You could link loads together, so it's faster, but we'll get one going and see what we come up with. Actually, let's do small cog. Okay, maybe it's just cog then. Is that going to give me a large cog as well? It is. So basically, we can gear this system up so this is quick, right? So that's going to hit that, dung, 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 and it's going to throw it all in there. The only problem we have by doing that is this will not eat the cobblestone quick enough to push this out. That's the only problem we got. So we could run one slow water wheel from this and then put a larger water wheel in here to kind of speed it up. How's it going, Abdul? How you doing, dude? So I think that would probably be a wise choice. If we do a small water wheel at the back, so we have that there, and then we can block this out. And then let's just put a bottom in here as well. Like that. Probably want to come out one more actually, just so people can see what's going on. Like that. If we stick water in here, it's going to start doing cobblestone. Yeah, right, brilliant. Let's just stop that for now. We don't need it to do anything. Okay. So that's that sorted. Then we probably don't need this on here as well. Like that. And now for this side of the build, we are going to need this to be fast, this to be fast. This technically can be fast with it. It doesn't really matter, but you know, if we start by, because I don't like stuff mixing in with other stuff, we'll start by doing this. You've never played Minecraft? This is not vanilla Minecraft. This is the create mod. So it's kind of, it's about engineering really. Andesite, what do we need? We need casing, don't we? Andesite casing, we'll take that. So yeah, this is just a mod you put on with it, and it makes it look different, it acts different. It's really fun though, dude. Honestly, I would get it if you can. Don't really like stuff going through the floor, but for... Oh no, we can't do that neither. We need a small cog on here. Maybe another one here. Let's throw a gearbox in. So we'll stick that gearbox there, which turns the power. So now we can do small and big. So basically what we're doing here is we're gearing the system up so it goes faster. Like that. I mean, that should be fast enough. This is how a gearbox actually works in a car. And then we want to go big and small. Oops. Oh, that's gonna break. We want stick a gearbox on there. Like that, and then we put the big water wheel on this one. And we put a little barrier around so the water doesn't go everywhere. Yeah, I'm not sure if you can download this on the Xbox Game Pass. Not sure. Like that. Then if we put water in there, that should then turn it. We'll see if this works properly. It does. That's turning that. That's turning that. Right. Okay. So we go big, small, big, small, big, small. And we go big, small. That's the wrong way around, isn't it? Big. Small. Oh, no, it's not. It used to be downloaded on my Xbox so I can play creative mode even without Game Pass. You can, but you won't have the mods. You need the Java version. There you go. So that's doing what we told it to do. That's chewing all that up. So we need a gearbox in there. That's going the wrong way. So we're going to need a gearbox here. And then another gearbox here. Okay, maybe not. Maybe just a shaft. Like that. And then that pushes that into that one there. It still could be faster, to be fair, chat. It's still quite slow. Now, if you've got the gearboxes, you could just put the gearboxes in here. And then put that there. Put a shaft in that side. That's going to do that one. And then we just bring this out. Because what we need now is when I put a funnel on there, that's going to let the gravel come out. So it should be gravel. Yeah, like I just said, let the gravel will be on there, and then you've got to wash it. So you need a fan. Let's do encased fan. And then will this work if we do leaves? It could be any leaves. We'll see if we can waterlog these leaves. So in order for it, depending on the speed, we're just going to extend this. The longer this is, the more it's going to wash. The better it will be for your builds, I guess. Like that. Can we waterlog these leaves? We can. And then we're going to want a fan. Oh, actually, we could do that one higher, couldn't we? Let's try it one higher. Because if it waterlogs, we can just go straight through it. Like that. And then we'll put the fan there. Turn that around. Okay. So, we've now got that working. We're going to need a way of... Let's go encased... why can't I spell? There you go. Don't know why I was putting a H in there. So we'll do that. And then we'll flip this. So now we just need to get the power out to that. So we could do this and that. Oh, actually, we just do it straight off of there. Like that. So that's overstress. So we're going to need to make this water wheel better. It can't handle the speed of it. So that's fine, but whilst we're here, we might as well make this bigger. So we've gone big, small, andesite casing, big, small, andesite casing, big, small, andesite casing, big, small. So now if we stick these wheels on here, and also there's a way if you put a small water wheel on there, it'll be faster. So if we do 3, let's say 4, do 4 water wheels, get rid of these. And we'll enclose this lot. Like this. We're basically just going to see if these wheels are going to be strong enough to power it. Still overstressed, we're going to need to add more wheels. Okay, so if we do that many, because we're going to need to add some stuff to it. We should be well within the tolerances of the stress units. Like that. So now you can see the fan blowing water down here. So if I put one of these on here, we'll start getting flint out and stuff like that. So what we need to do now is this is where it gets kind of complicated, because in the kind of beginning stages of the game, you probably won't have brass, and brass makes kind of like the advanced features. So like you would have a brass funnel, a brass tunnel, brass hands, all that kind of stuff, and you can put filters on them, but you can't do that if it's early game. The only thing you can do is, if you're really hard up for iron, is sit there and wait for the iron to be made. If you're fortunate enough to get brass, then you can make a brass filter and a iron filter. But I want to work out, I want to try and make something where you don't have to do that. I'm not sure how we can actually get away with filtering it out. Let's see how quickly this is going to make. I know this is slow, and it seems slow at the minute, but you'll see why in a second. Like, we could actually speed that up. It is doing that pretty quickly. Yeah, we can speed that up. Okay, that's fine. Let's speed that up then. So if we take this off and do what we did on the other side. So we go small, big, small, andesite, big, small, andesite, big. And then we can put the water wheel on there. Don't need a big one. Like that. Oh, it needs to be higher. Doo-doo. So that's working. Yeah, that's better. That's just at the right speed. Oh, what am I doing? I'm doing this wrong. We don't need that, and we don't need that. It just needs to wash the gravel. I'm overcomplicating it. We don't need to do that. So we need to stop all of this from jumping off. I mean, that's easy. You just put barriers there, like. But then we need a way of getting, when it's washed, we need a way of it coming off. We could run the belt. Actually, instead of running that belt from here, we're going to run the belt to make it slower. So if we take our power from back here, so if we run a gearbox back, technically we don't need to run a gearbox, we could just run the encased stuff. But the encased stuff takes up iron, so it's subjective to whatever you want. So if they're doing an iron farm, they probably don't have much iron. They might have andesite, so we'll do it from the andesite side. We'll run this down. We want this to be slow, so we'll take that out. That goes down. And then hopefully that's going to go the right way. It's overstressed. That's fine. If that's overstressed, we're just going to add a big wheel to it. Like that. That's going the wrong way, so we're going to have to then go take that out of there and put it this side. Okay, don't know why that did that. Oh, it's because there's water that side, sorry. Get that water out of there. Like that. And then we need to take that out of there. Then put water in this side. It's not meant to go over. How can we do this? Let's put a block there. Like that. Are we going to get a backup? I think we might get a backup. We need to now... So that fan's running off this belt, so we need to stop it running off this belt. We need it to run off one of these. Because it's fast. So probably that one, so it doesn't hit down the bottom. We'll shaft it out. And then we can bring... right, like that. That's probably best. Now it's going to wash all of them down quicker. And you see we've got like iron there. There we go. And I think if we use a trap door, we stick a trap door here, it's going to stop them from bouncing. No, it doesn't. Okay. But anyway, we've sorted that out, but the only problem we've got now is we're going to need andesite funnels, unless you know, it's just going to wash these and wash these and wash these, unless you just sit here and kind of grab your iron when you need it. There is no way else of filtering it out. Only thing I worry about this is you're going to need so much just for it to work. If it was early game, it works and it works. You know, it's okay. It's not bad. But then again, if we build, say like we do have andesite, right? And we do have brass for some reason. Yeah, the reason it's difficult is because andesite, brass funnels, if we look at the brass funnel, to make that, you need electron tubes. To make electron tubes, you need polished rose quartz. To get polished rose quartz, you need to get rose quartz. To get rose quartz, you need nether quartz and redstone. So would you guys class that as early game? I wouldn't class that as early game. I just wouldn't. unless you want to go to the Nether really quickly and then just grab all the stuff so you can start building your machines. I don't know. This is why I haven't done a proper tutorial on my builds. It's because it depends how you play the game. So okay, look. We can do, that's early. This is all easy to make. Look, water wheel. That's easy to make. You know, you just need one of those, and that's just one andesite shard. They're easy to make. To get andesite is easy. You just need zinc and andesite. It's not difficult. You can make all of this quite early. So we could call that the early build. And you can have this as big as you want, depending on the speed you can. You can literally just have these wheels on here, so it's that slow. You don't need all the gearboxes and stuff. Let's go over here and do kind of a later game. So like you've got your andesite stuff. You've only got a little bit of brass. So like we're going to need the water wheels still. There's no point. In my other build, we used, what did we use? We used a windmill. You don't need a windmill anymore. Windmills don't put out that much. So we will use the water wheels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we would do big, small, big, andesite, small, big, andesite, small, big, andesite, small, big, andesite, small, big. So that should be enough for the speed and for the drill. So we can run the drill straight off of this one. It's going to be a lot higher than the other one, but that's fine. It doesn't really matter with the height, because we can just do a little conveyor belt down. So we do a temporary block in there. And we'll put a stair on. Up there. Take that out. Fill it with glass so you can see what's going on. Oh, no, we need that one. Why did I do it high? It's not meant to be high, it's meant to be there. Like that. And then one there. And we'll fill that with water. And that up there, on there. And then the lava is going to go in there, basically, and turn that to cobblestone. Like that. Now, I'm not going to do the wheels, the crushing wheels, because if you do the crushing wheels, you have to get a lot of brass to make the crushing wheels, so it doesn't seem viable. So what we're going to do is we'll just put this there. And then we will stick an andesite filter on there. We could, if we wanted to, do a chute down. I'm not sure if a chute's actually let's try that actually. I've never tried that. A chute underneath. Like that. And then we just stick a belt on it quickly. Let's see if this drops down. So if we put some water in. You don't need to fill all this in. I'm just doing this because my brain makes me. You have to fill one side, but you don't have to do both. Right, so we filled this in with water. Oh. So that is crushing that down. It's just going to be floating around there. We need now to make this spin. Like that. So that's going to be off there. We're going to need a way of getting the power down. Hello, my poochies. We could technically run the power off of this one because it's not as fast. Let's just stop that for a second. When did I start playing Minecraft? Like 2 years ago, I think. I don't play it all the time. So that's going to go into there, then into there, hopefully. So we need power from this to go into these belts. So we need a way of getting this power down. So probably be a gearbox. Probably be the easiest way. Let's check. See how much this takes up. So this takes up andesite casing. So that should be alright. So you should have your andesite already. So we're okay to make a gearbox. So if we stick a gearbox in there, that goes up. We're going to need shafts coming out of this one. And then we're going to need that out of there, sorry. That in there. Then we're going to need a gearbox to go down. You can run belts. So you could run a belt down. But the thing is, belts do create quite a lot of lag, depending on how good your system is. So we're going to do it the other way without belts, I guess. We could run it up, actually. If we wanted to, we could run gearbox in there. Spin that round like that. Gearbox. And then gearbox. That's going to run that, and then we can put that in there. Right, that's going the wrong way, so we can't do that. The only way we can make that go the right way is put another gearbox in. Thing is, it's taken out quite a lot of resources. There you go. Right, so you can do it from underneath. It does drop straight down. That's not too bad. Still a lot of gearboxes. Is there a way that I can convert that? So we don't need that one there. We could... Hold on one second. We might be able to do it from cogs. That would probably be a little bit better. Because then we can go like that. Gearbox. And then we can do that. We don't need that, or them. So we've saved a little bit, not much though. What do you reckon? Because we could do this and then down and then gearbox in. And that's going to run that belt. Okay, so let's stop that for a sec. Keep everything else running. So we've done that. Then we're going to need a fan to wash it all. So if we extend this belt out like this, the further you extend the belt, the further the fan needs to push. However, it does wash more quicker. That means you do get more faster. So we'll grab our leaf and we'll do this, take that out, and we will waterlog that one. And then we'll put our fan behind that one. Like that. Turn that in. Okay, so that's going to push all the way down there. We then need to get the fan running somehow. So if we do a few of these. That like that, and then turn that one up. We should then be able to get a gearbox on the back of that. And then we can put a gearbox on there. Turn that, and that's blowing that. I guess you can if you don't have enough to make these. You could turn these into cogs, and that will do that. And then it'll come out a little bit further here. So that's blowing that in there. So we got that working. So that is basically that done. Now what we need to do is with these, we're going to need one here and one here. Not gearboxes. We're going to need these chests. So what you could do is do a chest out here, there and there. And then with the brass funnels, like that. And we need iron in one and then flint in the other. If you don't want to collect your flint, you can then basically make it drop into lava. But this is done now. This is the iron farm. That's it. It's all fixed. So if we turn this back, it will self-collect now. So once that gets washed down, it will self-collect. We technically need... Hold on, actually. Stop that. We need this belt to be slow. We need the belt to be slow, but the fan to be fast. Otherwise, they're just going to keep jumping around. They will just keep bouncing off of here. There was a way, I can't remember how to do it, but there's a way that you can put stuff on the belt and it stops them from jumping. But that should have done that. I can't remember how to do it. So what I would do is I'd put a speed controller here. I'd slow that down. Hold on, can we... Oh, I know what I can do, actually. We can run this. I think we're going to need... Yeah, we're going to need one of them anyway. This is probably going the wrong way. Oh, don't want to do that. Get rid of that. That's running the wrong way. That's running the right way. So if we do this and then that, that's going to run the right way. Take that out. Down to there. Put that in there. So that's going to go down there. Into them. Don't need that. Wait, yes we do, because it's going the wrong way, isn't it? Dummy. That's going the right way. How are we gonna... I need a way to slow this belt down. Ah, I'll tell you what. What we need this power to come down. And then we need that to turn into that kind of power. That's going the wrong way, so we're going to need two. No. That's not what we're doing. We want the fan to be running off of this bar. not anything else. So we'll do that. I think we can get away with doing this. So if we stick that way, that way. Don't tell me that's going the wrong way, isn't it? You jerk. So we will need to put a gearbox in there. Right. So that's the fan side done. Now we need the belt side to come down, but we need to make it slower. And we can run that from one of these cogs, I guess. Put the belt in. Ooh. So the belt is in. Now we need to run this along here. And we're going to need this to go there and then there. And then a gearbox in there. There we go. That's better. So now things should get washed quicker. So we'll turn this back on. That's better. They should get washed before it gets to the end. Kinda. It needs to be a little bit slower. I mean, nothing's jumping off, so it's not bad. Oh, one jumped off. Okay, so the only thing we can do to stop them jumping off is either put trap... What the f... Is put glass or any block down there. Or put trapdoors down there. But that is basically that. That's the advanced one. And that will just keep collecting and collecting and collecting. Again, you don't need glass down here. You can do any block. So that's a slightly more advanced one. If you want to go even more advanced, then you would be using mechanical belt, mechanical speed controllers, mechanical arms, and all that kind of stuff. But I don't know if I should put that into a tutorial. Because the really advanced one, if I show you the really advanced one, if I just go onto my channel. So this is, if I go on this, and then I show you guys. So this is the one that I made a long time ago, but this is with all copper. There's a lot of copper in this. So that's the speed controller there. And they're the big giant crushers. And the hands pick them up and then they sort them where they need to go. And there's people been commenting on it, but I didn't see that till just now. That would be amazing since your build seems the most aesthetically pleasing from the video I've seen. Yeah, so maybe that he doesn't mind that it's going to be longer to actually get. Yeah, see, it's expensive to make. Actually, I was going to ask because I ended up making something that works really well, but I saw your video about an andesite farm. I have an iron farm that creates a crap ton of gravel and flint, and I've been trying to make a machine that lets the feed all of that, and it makes a crap ton of andesite. If you have uh so he wants to see how you make an andesite farm. We can do an andesite farm. Wait, hold on, I'm confused. Would it be possible to make a video on that? I have an iron farm that creates a crap ton of gravel and flint, and I've been trying to make a machine that lets me feed all of that. Makes a crap ton of into right, and makes a crap ton of andesite. Would it be possible to make a video on that? Right. Okay, so he wants an andesite farm. So, oh, look at all that going everywhere. So, that is really cool how you complicate things. It's really fun, dude. Like, I do love doing this. So, he wants to know how to make andesite farms, right? So, if we look in our andesite menu, to make andesite, you need diorite and cobblestone together makes andesite. That's one way of doing it, right? We're not doing it that way. I've found that if we do it this way, it's even easier. So if we've got lava, gravel, and flint, you crush it down, it makes andesite. So what we need, if we're doing it the kind of vanilla way, so on my servers, I always have lava as a source block. If you can't do that, there's two ways of doing it. You can either do it from a dripstone lava farm, or you can do it from a nether portal feeder. So if we do the dripstone first, and we're going to need, I think, a basin. N. I can't spell. Base. My keyboard, bro. Right, there. Stop being a douche. Basin. Where is it? Where is? Basin. So the only way to kind of do it, we'll leave that over there. Actually, that's my iron farm. Would be something like this. So, oh, don't want to do that. Like this. So what happens is all the lava kind of gets dripped in there. So what we're going to need now is to go like that and build from there, like that, build from there, and we go dunk, dunk, and then set. And we want, not biome, set. What do we want? Glass. That does that. And then we want that position, and then we want set drip stone. Oh, block. You can only do dripstone block. Dripstone. Drip stone. Not block. No, so you can't do dripstone. Okay. So then we need this. Like that, and that should be all of those apart from those. That one, that one. So what this does is dripstone drips any material depending on what's on top, right? So if we did this, like that, and then we had our lava, we managed to fill up our lava. They all have to be source blocks, so you don't see anything running. Now they will start dripping lava into here. They go down into that like that. So basically what you got to do is you got to wait for these to fill up. And then once they start filling up, you can then push them into different directions where you need them, right? And what you can do is, if you don't want to wait for all of these to fill up and then manually put them up in the top, because you're not going to have enough lava to fill up a whole thing like this. It's just not going to happen, right? What you can do is you can add pipes underneath that pump up and they go back into here, so it auto refills. So it'll always keep those blocks and it will fill up, fill up, fill up until you have the whole square done like that. Once that's done, you can then start filtering off of these. And if we go down, this way is the slowest way of doing it, by the way. It's very slow. So you do that, and what we need a pipe, and we need a pump. Like that. So what we'll do is we'll join all these together. Like that, so they're all connected. And then say, like, doesn't matter where you do it, but you can have this coming out like that. So if you've got this coming out, take that off, we'll put a pump there. So then that means everything that comes from any of these will now be pumped out here. So then what I normally do is I normally put a tank like this. So what this does is once it starts pumping all the stuff out of here, it will start filling this tank. So you kind of use this tank as like a buffer. So if this ever runs out, you've still got stuff here allowing this to fill up. Does that make sense? So if we use a motor, we wouldn't do this in normal mode because it's creative. We're just going to use a motor to get things moving like that, and we'll speed it up. So that's always going to pump stuff out of there whenever it gets full. So if we do tick rate, so that should fill them up. If it works, that should fill them up. But I've noticed in some of the create mods, it doesn't, the tick rate doesn't work. I don't know why, it just doesn't. The way we can tell if the tick rate works is by going down here. I think it is working because it's lagging. So if we do this, we should see how quickly they... Okay, I don't think that's done tick rate, is it? The target tick rate is 2000 per second, 200 per second. Yeah, that's not right. Hmm. $10 pp 14, right. Why isn't that growing back then? Why is it so slow? Why isn't tick speed working now? That's weird. Oh, it's game rule, that's why. Random tick speed. When it works. There it goes. So that is working. So these should start filling up. So if we do random tick speed 2000. Maybe they fixed that then. Hold on. Wait a second. Maybe it's the cauldron. No, I swear it's a basin because the cauldron you can't. Oh, it's cauldrons. I was using the wrong things, dummy. They're not basin. Oh, gosh. My bad, chat. Ooh, that's why it didn't work. Okay, so they're filling up, and you see it's filling up there. That's the quickest way of doing it. If not that, you can go to the Nether. So we'll do this version first. So we need to make basically a cobblestone generator to we need to make 2. So if we do this, we need, this is going to need to pump out. It's going to need to pump out into, this time it does need to be a basin. Or a basin, whatever you want to call it. This one. So that needs to go in there, and then we need a press to go on top of that. Just a normal press would be fine. This one. Also get rid of that, don't need it, and all that. So the press goes on top there. And then we basically need gravel going in one side and what was it, flint in the other side. So we're going to need that there, that there. Turn that around. Like that. And then like that. So gravel one side and then thingy the other side. So if we just line that up just so it's like that. So we're going to need 2 mills because I don't know if people have crushing wheels. So we'll have one there and then one on there. Then we're going to need it to, we could use andesite funnels or we could use brass funnels. So andesite funnels allow, I think, 1 out but 64 in. We'll do 1 at a time like that. And then we're going to need 1 out on that side for the gravel. So then above there, we're going to need a one of them. Like this. And then we're going to need that there. Let's waterlog that. And then we're going to need a drill there. Like that. So that's that side done. We just build up the required parts. And lava goes in there. That's that side done. So we need to do exactly the same this side. So we'll stick that there. That there. That there. We'll just come round. Like that. And then waterlog that. That on top. And then lava. Like that. Take rid of that one out. And then that goes in there. Now obviously you can make this as big as you want. It's all subjective. Take these out because we don't need them now. Like that. So now you just need a way of powering it all. basically that's gonna be your farm. And then what you're gonna need, if you're really bothered about it, is you need to put a filter on here. You need an andesite filter. So you can do andesite filters on here anyway. If you just stick that in there, that'll be an andesite filter. And then you can have, if you want to, a chest down the bottom. Or you can run it out into a chest. It depends how you want to do it. Normally, I would put a funnel here. Like that. And then off that funnel, I would have chest. So just imagine that you're kind of like underground or whatever. You have a chest here. Like that. And then what I would do is I would have it repeated 3 times because this fills up very quickly. Wait, I think I've already got this here, haven't I? Like that. So now when that makes andesite, it's going to go in there, go down there and into the chest. It's that simple. And to make this more effective, we do that side, and then we run cogs down here. That's now going to run that side. And then we can, if we want, depending on which way the thing is going to run, we can put cogs there. So what we're going to need to do is work out how we're going to run it. Now what tends to happen with flint is flint's always the hardest to kind of put out there. So it's the slowest, sorry. So you would want kind of more flint thingies going in. So you would probably want the drill there, and you'd probably want about 4 of them dropping flint down. So you'd need 4 of these, but this is just a small one. So yeah, so the powers, however you want to power it. I'm not gonna build a load more of them, but that goes that way. That goes that way. And then you need to power it all. I would be using mechanical stuff basically to power my stuff. A mechanical speed controller. So you have this one. This is the one you need as fast as you can get it. And then we can just run this pump off of this one. Maybe we can't, because that's going to affect that. We might be able to. We might get away with it. As soon as I put that in, it's going to do turbo mode. That's fine. It will just block up. And we need to run this one as well. So I'll just run that down there like that. Then when it gets enough materials, that will come down. There you go. There's your andesite. So if we get rid of that, we can see. There's your andesite farm. I mean, technically you can run all of it. You don't need that there. If you've got a power source here, you can run both sides from whatever you're running it from. So let's, you know what, let's take all of these out just to see if, because I know what it's going to be. People are like, oh, but you're using creative stuff. How do we do it? So let's run it from here, right? So we're running it from this one belt. So we're going to need it to come down. We can't make it kind of go across here because it will block this off. So we need to somehow work this one. What we can do is we can bring, could run it from that. No, let's do it this side. So if we come out like this, and then we used the encased ones just to bring the power across here. That's gonna basically that's gonna push us the wrong way, so we need a gearbox there and put a gearbox in here like that. Then we can run this out to here. That can go into there. So now we have both belts going the way they should be going. Now we need to power these. So to power them, we just need another gearbox. And we'll flick that up. That powers all of them. Then we need to go cog, and then gearbox. And that powers that. And technically the same for this side. If we do gearbox, spin, cog, then cog, and gearbox. That's it. That's your andesite farm. It's a cheap andesite farm as well. Very cheap. But this is how quickly it makes it. It's like one every other second, so you know. And then all you need to do here is just like one of those water wheels. That's all you need to do. Right, let's do random tick speed 20. I don't know what it normally is, but we will see how much we're using out of there. Not much at all. There's not even draining them. Nice. So we've got early game iron farm, which is there. You can pick up yourself. Then we got the iron farm if you've got brass, which does it itself, which goes in there. I should have left that running, really, shouldn't I? So we can let that do itself, see how much is in there. Then we got our andesite farm. So see, now it's starting to take from there to put back in here, but this is going to stay full. So this is probably the safest option. But then once you get far enough in the game, you can either make a pump and make an unlimited lava source by pumping lava into the floor. If you've got enough blocks, you pump lava into the floor. Or you can do it from the nether, where it jumps through the portal. Yeah, that's it for that stuff. But then if you're really trying to get like maximum stuff, I don't know why you would need more andesite than this. How quickly this makes andesite, it just doesn't make sense. It's quite balanced like this, you know what I mean? You see how much gravel goes in compared to flint though? That's what I'm saying. That's why you need, you know, you need your flint machines to be, need more of them basically. If you wanted like loads of flint, I would put loads of drills this way for the flint farm compared to that. You'd only need one for that. But you probably need 4 or 5 this way for your flint. Yeah, that's that. There are other stuff, other things you can do. There's like, wait, can you make diamonds in this one? Diamond shards. I think you can make diamonds in this one, but I think you need another mod for that. Hello, poochies. Hello, my darling. You good girl? Let's see what this says. What is that? Empty tag. Forge ores. Makes 32 diamonds. I don't know what that is. I think that's a different mod that's not been installed, basically. Oh, hold on a minute. A block of coal and lava makes diamonds, apparently. Should we try and make one of those? I've never made them. Didn't know you could do that. A block of coal. So how do we make coal? We can't make coal. Surely we can make coal. Okay, so we can make coal. So we need to make charcoal. And you need to blow soul fire over charcoal. Is there a quick way of making... No, there's not. Okay. So, we need to make... So this doesn't start lagging the computer out. We'll turn that off. How much have we made over here? Made a mess. It's dropping. So if it's dropping all of this, it means that this is going too fast for the belt, basically. We'll turn that off. And we'll turn that off. So now what we need to do is, if we're going to make coal, we need a tree farm. And the best tree farm, let's get rid of all of our inventory. Best tree farm to do is we need a rotating bearing. Oh gosh. Wherever it is. Okay, let's just put bearing. Mechanical bearing. Oh, it's a mechanical bearing. We then need some saws. We need super glue. We need a portable storage interface. We need a chest. We need hoppers. No, actually, we need deployers. And then that's it for that. Then we need to burn the wood. So we're going to need a encased fan. We're also going to need soul sand, because we need to set it on fire. We need flint and steel. Oh. Why do I keep hitting the wrong key? Flint and steel. So, and we're going to need a way to power it. We're going to need a water wheel. like that. Right, so let's stick this, let's get out of the way. Let's go over here in a bit of shade. And we need a wrench. And we're going to need some blocks to decorate. Be any blocks, doesn't really matter, does it? So we need one like that, and then kind of need it to come out. Like this. We could. Yeah, so you just need basically one block to stay in there. Just so it turns. There we go. And then we need the windmill bearing or whatever bearing it is, normal bearing on top. Then we need 1, 2, like that. We could do, it depends how quickly you want the wood basically, but if we stick that on there and then a deployer there, so that's pretty much it done. That's the tree farm. And then what you would do is you would stick these there like that. So if we super glue these down, that's basically a tree farm done. And then you would just need grass or mud around it wherever you wanted the trees to go. Oh, too high. I also learned the other day that oak can grow right next to other oak. I didn't know that. I thought you needed a space. So these oak saplings, they can literally grow right next to each other. So you can literally do that. But what I do is with the oak, I'll get as many as I can. Say like 64. I'll stick them in there. And then what you do is you put this in there. So this is only gonna, now it's gonna basically plant the trees for us. And what it'll end up doing is placing them where they need to be placed automatically, so we don't have to bother kind of working that out. So we'll just let that do that. We'll set it off. There you go. So where it misses means we can't place them there. But what we're looking at is this here. So if we come out more, what we need to do is add that there, take that out, and then add the drill, the saw, sorry, there. There it goes. It should be planted in there. I don't know why it's not. Might be too dark. But yeah, see that goes up. That chops it down. Nice. It won't reach these, so we might as well take these out. And sometimes what I learned is if it doesn't plant, it's because it's too dark. But that will do. What we got there is fine. We'll take that one out because it's not going to reach there. So that's our tree farm done. Obviously the tick speed's really fast, but that is the tree farm done. We then go into here. We got it all. That's fine. So what we now need to do is work on how we're going to get the trees over. How we're going to get them into the fire, basically. So the best way that I find doing that is if we grab this, stick that there, and we'll do that, and then that. It needs a space between it. So now when this goes round, it's going to hit here, and it's going to stop. So we're going to need funnels. Like that. We'll stick that on the back. And we can, if we want, put it straight into a chest to bring it down. Like into a chute. So we'll do that just to bring it down. But what we got to be careful of is it will now try and pull everything through, including saplings. So we need a brass funnel. And then what we want to do is we only want spruce logs. So we'll stick them on there. So it's only going to put spruce logs along here now. So now what we want is a shaft. And a belt. Let's go here and here. Then basically what we need to do is they need to be cooked on a on soul fire. So if we make this quite long, because again we want it so the soul fire has a chance to actually burn stuff. We stick this here, flint and steel, we get that going, and then we want this here, and I'm pretty sure I can stick this on the bottom and that still is going to blow. I'm not sure, we're going to have to try it. I'm pretty sure it does still blow it. Oh wait, no, you know what we can do? We can do it like that. That's it, that's how it works, like that. And then turn this round. That's going to blow in there. And when that blows in there, we're going to need a way of it picking up the coal. But we need to make sure that this is actually going to do it quick enough, basically. So that's growing all them. That's fine. That's doing what it needs to do. Then that comes there, it goes down into there. It's coming along. It's going to turn into coal from here. So that goes into charcoal. Wait a second. Charcoal. Ah, okay. So we can't do this one just yet. What we need there is a campfire first. Pretty sure of it. No, lava. Okay. So we need lava to blow across there to turn that into coal, and we need it to come off of there. And it needs to be turned into charcoal. Which is not a big deal. You can do this like this, so it's in a straight line, or you can do it so it goes round in a square if you wanted to, so it kind of loops round. Let's go and gumbo. Right, let's get rid of that, and we need to replace that with let's just grab this. We need lava there, so we'll just do this and then stick a lava bucket there. Yeah, not too bad, dude. Just practicing doing tutorials for Minecraft, basically. So that's going to blow on there. That's going to turn those logs into charcoal, and then we need to take them off when they're ready and then put them into another fan. So we're going to need a transfer. We're going to need that there, then that there with a filter on, and it's going to need to be coal. No, charcoal. Yeah, charcoal. We've been up to do that. To what? To do that? What have you been up to today, dude? Jeez, what's wrong with me? And then that can go like that, and then we're gonna need shaft there, shaft there. Like that. Nice. And we're going to need the fan there, that out of there. That there, that there. Soul sand. Fan. That's going to blow across there. We need this out. So in order for this to spin the right way, we're going to need a gearbox. So it rotates that way. So that works. We're just going to need a way of powering it. So we're just going to use a motor for now, just to see if it all works, and then we'll wire it all up properly. That works fine. Let's see if it burns us. It doesn't. Oh, okay. Yes, I forgot because of this. That blocks it, doesn't it? Oh no, maybe not. Pretty sure it does. Oh, okay. They've changed the way it interacts. That's fine. Okay, so what we'll do instead then, we'll do that. We need to put it on top. Like that, and we're going to need a trap, or we can just use one of these to go like that. That will stop the lava. They've not changed that, I don't think. No, okay, cool. And then we will stick the fan on there. So basically, what I've been asked on 3 or 4 videos to make 3 or 4 different tutorials, which is how to get resources in Minecraft, basically from the create mod. So that goes all the way down there. Hopefully that's gonna work. I'm not sure if it is. Let's do a little test. Let's throw that in there. Yeah, it is. Like, it's cooking it. That should go to charcoal. Nice. But that will burn it. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. So if we stick this here, will that still go through? It will. So we stick a charcoal filter on there. Turn that back in there. So that's that side done. Then we just need this to come out, and we need to relocate this because it's too low. So we're going to need soul sand on there, and we're going to need to light that. Stick that down there. Put the fan in there. Nice. And then we'll stick up the motor in there just for now. And that's going to blow that out there. So hopefully that's going to be fast enough. So the idea is, tree farm cuts the trees down. It stops there. It lets the logs go through here. They then turn into charcoal. They go in here. They come out of here, they go down here, and then they turn into coal. So we need to see if it works. So we need to turn it on. Go! Oh, no, we didn't glue it, chat. Try again. I mean, the tree farm's working. Working really well. Woo! Get rid of this so I can see what's going on. Stop that there. We need to glue that to that. Now it will start unloading like that. That should have thrown some down there. We'll see when it comes back round. Why is that not oak log? Yes. Oh, I'm a dummy. Let's try and put an oak log in there. Now it's going to unload. Why is it not unloading? What? There it goes. Just took a while. That's hopefully going to burn down quick enough, because if it doesn't, it's going to go into the fire. The back bit did, front bit didn't. So we're gonna. I don't want to lose resources. So let's do. Right, okay. We might be alright. So that's going down there, and that is turning coal. Yes. Okay. I mean, it's all going in here, but you know. That is working. So once that gets turned into coal, where's it getting turned into coal? Just there. So now what we need is one of these and that. So we go there, 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 take them out, there, and there. What we do is we switch that around. Don't need that in here because that's breaking everything. Wonder why it's not doing that oak log. That's weird. Strange that it's not doing that. So that's going to go across there. Oh, okay. It does help if you have the setting on there, boy. So that should be getting just coal. Why is that not releasing here? That's weird. Oh, it needs a form of movement, basically. So we need to do this and then that. And then we need a belt from there to there. Then we need this from here to here. That to go in there. Then we need that. We need one of those. Just for a filter. And then we'll take that. We'll stick that in there. And then we do this. And it should now pull it out and drop it down. Should. There it goes. Okay. So then why didn't that... So it can't do stacks at a time. So we're going to need, say, let's say like 5 stack at a time. That should be doing 5 at a time. Okay, so there's something wrong. I think what it could be is we need to... I think because this isn't very... There we go. It's very fussy, this stuff. It should do it when it's like that. Okay, now that's not working at all. Let's do any, see if it works then. No. So it's too close, basically. That's why that's not working. So we'll take that off. And we'll bring that back one more. Right, so that's working now. We need that. That goes in there. It's annoying because we're going to have to do this and then this. Why is that not working? Is there a filter issue going on here, or that should work? That's weird. Because that's not going to work, because that's just it's not going to be able to burn them all. That's what we want, like that. And then that should burn that down quick enough. Yes. Okay. Right, so we got that working. Make sure it does work. It's working now. Right, cool. So that's making our charcoal. And then... so then we need to then put the charcoal into blocks. So we need to squish them into blocks. So you need 9 per thingy. So then we can have it coming out. We could literally do it so it's belts everywhere. We need a basin though. So we could have that there. Going in, and the only way that that's going to come out, you know what, let's have it going up one. Like that. And then into the basin. Because then it needs to come out. Like that. But it can only come out when it is a block. Block of coal. So then what we do is we put a filter on it and it'll only allow it when it comes out as a block of coal. Then when it comes out as a block of coal, it needs to go into one of these, sorry. And then this needs to be heated with a blaze burner. Like that. We'll stick a blaze burner there. In order for this blaze burner to get for it to work, we could put a filter funnel on there and feed it coal blocks if we wanted to. So it would do half of the coal blocks and then half of the diamonds. Or we could run lava into it, and we learned how to do our lava farms over there. So for testing purposes, we are going to do a tank like that. We're going to put lava in that tank so it never runs out, and we're going to put a pump. The reason I'm doing the tank is because on my build I already have a lava farm. So that goes in there like that, and then what we can do is we can run this from here and then put a cog on there. Like that. And that's going to feed that. Then we need a press. And that can go on there like that. And that can go on there like that. So we can power the press by going like this and sticking one of these in here. And then one of these in here. That's both presses. So now theoretically, we do this. And we get this with a gearbox in there. And then we put a shaft in there. There it goes. 1, 2. There should be 9 in there, and then it will turn it into a block. And that poops it into there. And then that mixed with lava will then turn that into, we'll take this out actually and we'll stick this here. And then we'll put another pump in on there. Switch that around and we need a pipe. So that takes out of there. So that's going to fill up with lava. That is, and then that should make a diamond. Apparently. Apparently it don't. That's great. Some of these don't work, these contraptions. Oh, 9 blocks, sorry. 9 blocks of coal equals 1 diamond. Okay, it will. We just got to wait for it. So whilst we're waiting for it, we might as well just stick a... We need a diamond. And we need to filter that into a chute. That's going to come out into a chute, and then we'll put table... chest, sorry, not table. Like that. So, is there... How many have we got in here? Okay, so what we need to do is we need to put a brass funnel on here. So let's 64 out at a time. So I think that made our first diamond. Yeah, we've got 1 diamond in there now. See? Nice. It's got unlimited diamonds now. There we go. Oh, but those. Dang. That's not too bad, is it, chat? We've done 3... Well, we've done 4 farms. In an hour. Four farms in an hour. Probably be handy making a blueprint of this, wouldn't it? Ooh. It's weird that it doesn't... Sometimes it will stop, sometimes it won't. See what I mean? Maybe it's in creative mode, that's why it gets confused. But I bet you if I... Yeah, see, when a tree gets in front of it, it stops. Wonder if it will do 5 at a time. Oh, it does. Okay, so that's upped our production straight up. It's weird how it does that. But at least it's doing that. It's slow, but it is doing it. Okay. Sorted, I guess. I'm going to jump onto another game for a little bit before I got to go out. Oh, gosh. When it loads up. If it loads up. Doom, 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 doom. Why is this taking so long? There it goes. Still not coming up. Nice. Why is this not showing up? There it goes. Jeez, that was ages, man. It feels like I ain't played this in ages. It's only been a couple of days, I think. Where did we get to? Division 2. I don't think I'm going to have time to do anything really. Let's just go into a game, stuff it. If we lose, we lose. Don't care anymore. Wow. My game crashed. Damn. Oh. Champ 1 Division 2 now. Slowly going down. What about you, dude? Plat 1 Div 2, nice. Yeah, Plat's a funny place to be. Season 17, nice. EU. Nice. My teammate's a bit poo. Yeah, it's just a bot that's telling you to do that, dude. This guy's a bit of a dummy. My teammate's so dumb. Wow. Just gives it away to them. Oh, that was nearly in. What a dumbass.
How's it going, dude? Ooh. Champ 1, Div 2. Oh, wow. My hand slipped off the... Oh, fuck me. My hand slipped off the stick. We was closer to Champ 2 the other day, mate. We was Div 4 the other day. Yeah, Champ 1 Div 4 the other day. You just keep getting direct, man. I think we was 2. I think we was current tier in Champ Div 4. Oosh. No! Why did you come in and nudge me, bro? This is why I keep deranking. They're making such stupid little mistakes, it's crazy. Yeah. Well, most of my viewers are from Rocket League, that's why. Plat 1, Division 4. Okay. No, it's my job, dude. You're getting the worst team. It happens. I don't know why. It's crazy the way the teams work, man. Uh, 39. Oof. Yep, go up and down, up and down, up and down all the time. It's so frustrating. You watch, I'll go up now, and if I jump back on later, I'll start going back down again. What the fuck? Whoa! We haven't cooked that, chat. Get that over his head. Don't worry about it, we got it. Oh, bro, man. Come on, flick. Oh. Go, bro. Go, go, go! Fuck's sake. Ooh. Yeah. It's because we're both getting confused who's going to take it, that's all. I need him here with me and he's not.
Hello, can you hear me?
How's it going, dude?
Oh
you hear-
shit!
Nice,
what a
let's go.
mic. Oh my
Thank
God.
you. Nice shot.
Thank you. Yes, that's good.
Believe it or not, this is a $13 mic.
Really?
Yeah.
That's the best mic I've ever heard.
Thank you. Oh,
Is it a fake? Purpose? Yeah, I got it. Oh, I fucked it up.
it's good, it's good.
It's not in, not in. You got it.
Oh.
Ooh, he went for it again. That's my bad.
It's alright, we got this, don't worry.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow, how did he know it was going to bounce there?
I'm done. He just got lucky. I'm going. Okay. Nice. I'm gonna go. He goes
I've
for
got
it,
goal.
Challenge. That's good. I'll go again. I missed it.
Yeah, I'm just going to... Oh, he's going to try to demo me. No. He bumped me.
Ah, I'm lucky. I'm lucky.
Ah, he just got that bump.
That was very unlucky. Okay, I'll go. I'll try to center it.
Yep. I'm going to let him do it. Oh, he missed it.
You go.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Go up the wall, go up the wall. Nice.
Just let it go. It's too risky. I'm following.
Okay.
Ah, he went for it. Okay, I got it.
I'm in mid.
I'll try fast. Okay,
I'm
we're
just
good.
going to chase him to scare him. Nice. I've got goal. Faking him. Sorry, should have said that earlier.
Oh, he
No.
faked the. Oh.
That was my fault. That wasn't you. That was me.
No, no, no.
I shouldn't have gone.
Fake as well. I thought he's gonna flip that. GG, GG.
Good luck, dude.
Yeah, you too. You too. Good luck.
Take care. Wow, bro, meeting nice people in Rocket League is wild. let's see if Thingy wants to jump into Cutler ranked before I go. I don't know if he will. Got like one game left. Let's see. He's not going to be in Thingy as well, is he? He's going to be Discord. Oh, that sucks, man. We were doing all right as well. He's not in Discord anymore.
Yo.
Yeah, man.
Very good.
Yeah, not too bad. Got one game of ranks out. I've got to go on with the dog.
Come on.
I'm so close to Champ 2 now. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I don't mind if we lose. So don't feel any pressure or anything.
Come on.
ears killing, man. I must have slept good last night. 'Cause my ears on fire.
What?
I
Must
slept on
do you
my
wanna-
pillow,
do you wanna-
innit, but,
demo. Oh, okay. Come on. Can you take it? Take it. Oh, okay.
mm,
Ooh. Have you got like a sore ear or something from it, or?
yeah, I must have just slept on the same side all night.
Yeah.
I woke up this morning, my ears killing me.
Sweaty ear. Unlucky.
Don't think you think so,
What torpedo?
no way he gets that. What rank's this?
On you?
No,
Oh.
I'm not close. Oh, sorry, Rob.
Champ. It's yours. Let's go, pistachio. Mate, I found I've met a nice Rocket League player just now. It was insane.
Alright.
Yeah, it was crazy. I nearly passed out.
Back row.
Low 50.
Oh no, my fucking. I've had disconnected.
You're alright. He's got time. Nice. I'm on your left.
Passing here.
Woo!
Fuck's sake. Doesn't even fucking hit me.
God, I got nothing, man. Oh. I'm just gonna flick it over. Try to anyway. Yeesh! Nice.
Oh,
You're good, dude. Don't worry.
disconnected, man.
I got.
Yeah, proper. Yep. Cool.
Oh, Shazza. Coming over to you. Okay, I don't know why I thought you was in front of me. That was a bit weird. My hearing's off.
Hearing's off.
It sounded like you was in front of me.
I think it was. But, like, I'm fine.
That's you if you can get to it.
Oh, I can't get to it before he does good.
Pressure.
No.
Oh, I gotcha.
No, I think I get behind.
I got goal anyway. I mean, not bloody concentrating then.
No way, what touch?
Hoo-hoo-hoo.
You ain't getting that. Don't try past you. Oh, fuck off, he hit it there.
Oh,
Sorry, I landed on top of it. No, you're not getting that. Hmm. No. No, stop fucking flipping, man.
yeah, if you're too close to that bar, it does it.
Took it off him.
Nope. He shouldn't have been over there. Oh, that was terrible. I'm so sorry. Oh no.
Save. No way he gets that. No one's fucking saving him.
Oh, that's yours. Oh, maybe not. That's yours if you can get it. No.
I was just getting bumped by him, man.
Yeah.
So annoying. I bumped there and bumped on the way by.
If that win it. Oh damn. Oh.
What a torch! I can't get them to kill him. Fuck.
I missed it, mate. I left you in a 2v1.
Got me as well. What torch?
Just in the right place at the right time in a minute.
No, fucking send me.
Oh! It's still up. Whew. Right, my pooch ain't moved, so we'll jump into another one.
Why is my pad not saying fucking active, man? Pad overlay today.
Right,
Connected.
I'll say that, my dog's just woken up. Is it the cable or is it the connection?
I don't know. At the minute, the overlay's not working either, so I don't know what's going on. No way, get that over me, man. What the fuck?
Oh, wow.
Oh, I could have saved that, bro, if I didn't fuck up my wave dash, man. Done a wave dash and it spun me out.
That's why I don't do it. His teammates down there.
Oh my god, I landed on the wall. Got bumping him.
Fucking rats, mate. Oh, for fuck's sake, bro. I'm not even fucking panicking. Fuck off. I swear my buttons don't work most of the time, or it's my fingers that don't. I can't get it. Can you get it? Go. Nice.
No,
You're right on your backside.
he was. Oh my god, he backflipped as well. Yeah, you can jump in after this game, bro. So he's got to go multi-target.
Nice shot.
Nice one.
Ah!
No, I didn't know where you were. I didn't see you behind me.
Gotta go walk the dog. Oh, if you want a single player game just to like do mass shooting, get Doom, bro. It's so fun. It's on Game Pass.
Can you play it? Okay, wouldn't you?
It's so fun.
Yeah, I do some casual for.
Wow, I really missed. What the fuck?
No, why did it bounce? Don't. Okay. Oh, imagine. No, wow.
Uh-oh. Back to you.
Nope. Go on. I thought I did. No, that touch.
This goal is fucking... She's like, nope. Nice. They're getting desperate. What? Ah, yeah. Mother truckers. But yeah, leave you bull chasing hippies. Alright. Thank you for the games, mate. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man, no worries.
I'll be jumping back on after I go for the dog.
Yeah, man, no worries, bro.
I want to see if I can get champ too. Alright, have a good day, mate. See you in a bit.
Yeah, man. Say,
Bye. Oh, look, with Division 3. Oh my god.
bro.
See you in a bit.
Yeah, man, say, bro.
Right, everyone, that is it from me. I'll be back with more Rocket League after the short break, I'm going to say. Do appreciate everyone coming over. Thanks for the subs, and I'll catch you in a bit. Take everybody, man. All right, that's it.